My story related to HIV and AIDS is directly linked with my coming out, or the beginning of my coming out process. I was beginning to tell people that I was gay and had not even told my parents when I tested positive for the virus in April of 1990. And I heard of people that got sick and their parents found out, their families found out that they were gay and HIV positive or even dying of AIDS at the same time. And I resolved not to do that to my parents. So right away I came out to them as being HIV positive, as being gay. And it wasn't until about 2 years later when my partner became very sick with AIDS that I told them the second part of the story, that I was also positive. I remember the day that I tested positive, and I just remember heat, a flush go through my body. And I was not expecting that news. I had minimal sexual experience at that point, and I thought I was just doing a routine check, but it came back positive. I was very fortunate to be living in San Francisco and had lots of resources, friends who were positive. However, I was working as a hospital chaplain, and I was seeing the end result where people were dying, they were being rejected by their families, and it was a very scary prospect. I felt that I was doomed, and I felt that I was bringing a lot of disappointment and shame to my family. I was very concerned for them. But I was very fortunate to meet some longtime survivors who gave me a different perspective on living with the virus. And now, 25 years later, it has become a very much a minimal part of who I am. I can't deny it, but I'm healthy and live life to the fullest. I've become out as being HIV positive. I don't feel any shame, and I think that people just need time. There is a shock of finding out the news, and it's important to address it and find that it's part of your identity. It's not your total identity. I have lost a tremendous number of people to HIV and AIDS, and in many ways I feel that is the primary burden that I carry. They're just people that I miss terribly. They're people who I think had so much to contribute to the world, and I think about them often. I honor them. I'm here at the AIDS Memorial Grove. I see the names, and I think it's a beautiful tribute. We need to keep their legacy alive and not just act as though this huge number of people, it's a generation, have been lost. I did lose my primary relationship, my partner Enrique de la Rosa, and we were together for 28 months. He was sick for the last 8 months. I found out that the great capacity that I had to love, and that I was able to take care of him no matter what happened. We rose to the occasion, and our love sustained each other. I remember him saying to me that he thought he was a monster, And there was never a time when I looked at him and saw anything other than my beloved. And I have always wondered if there would be somebody who would think the same if I was to become sick. But I think all the caregivers, my family and friends who have supported me, and as new research comes, I really do hope for the day when this is something that's in our past. It's just really not what I planned for my life. And hopefully someday we'll all be free of this.